I'm here with RINO MASIC.
Hopefully the chair isn't going to break.
Yeah. I would say we were expecting you, but I was expecting you 2 hours ago.
Yes.
Anyway, moving along, how you feel?
I feel good. Ready for the match mentally and I would say physically.
Mm-hmm.
I did stop training a little bit sooner than usual just because I was on such a huge calorie deficit. I didn't eat a lot. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't recover from the heavy training that I was having that week. So I stopped training around a week before coming here.
Okay. Oh, that's not bad. That's not so
I
bad.
usually stop like 3 days maximum before coming here.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit sooner, but it's fine.
Yeah. Weight all good? You did the weigh-ins?
Yes, me and SAGOV actually had the exact same weight.
Really?
Yeah, 114.1.
So he said he didn't cut much. Like he said, like 1-2 kilos for him. That's
Yeah.
what he said. But for you, it was a little bit much more.
Yeah, 8 kilos.
8 kilos.
Yeah.
RINO MASIC.
RINO MASIC. RINO Fat Sieve.
Because you were just at WAF Worlds.
Yeah.
I remember you cut for Europeans, you cut for Worlds.
I always
right?
cut weight.
So when you just gonna say and just go to heavyweights?
I don't know. Probably my guess is in around maybe 5 years, 3 years. I still want to maintain this weight. 110, 115 is perfectly fine for me. Just so I remain kind of, let's say, a little healthier. If I go over like 125 kilos, then I become unhealthily fat, you know, and I can't really stop myself from eating a bunch of junk. So this keeps me in line, you know.
I was a week in Croatia and I ate a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so easy, just all the meats and breads and everything.
Yes,
you
yes.
you just stuff your face.
Croatian and I mean Balkan culture in general is just full of food.
Yeah, every grandma's like, you look skinny, eat.
Yes, yes, yes. Eat, my child.
So I talked with Sago, he gave you a lot of props, but for him this is like, he wanted to get the title. Like the whole thing for him was to get East versus West title. And first the match was announced, it wasn't a title match. And then Engin kind of asked, like, do people deserve? And I was one that said, like, I think this is 100% title match.
Yeah.
Devon didn't defend it for close to 2 years now.
Yep.
Right, so
Prudnik as well didn't compete in the class.
yeah, what's the point? What's the point? I think these are two of the best guys right now, what we know, well deserving. Like, we talked a lot about Sago, and he said that what he does, there's no surprise. Like he said, like there's never, like all my opponents, it's easy for them because I just do one thing and one thing only. Did you have some little bit more specific preparation? As you know, there's no real threat from a Toproll, as it's just going to be inside war.
I honestly didn't change my training at all for him. Maybe just a little bit, some adjustments to my side pressure training. I kind of focused a little bit more on conditioning my elbow because I did have some issues with it on Worlds. Especially my right elbow. When I go in a deep hook and it's like a war, then it kind of hurts a little bit. But no, my training really didn't change, and I was able to actually break one of my PRs on bicep back pressure and regular back pressure. I was able to lift 80 kilos. So that's my new 1 rep max, and I hope that that's going to be
the deciding factor?
Yeah, I wouldn't say deciding factor. I just hope it's going to be visible that plus 5 kilos on the table, you know, or for me that I would be able to feel it, you know, on the table. That difference.
You're gonna go hook to hook most likely?
It's 100% going to be inside war, you know. Now, who's going to take the center first, who's going to start first, who's going to have a little bit of a better setup. That's of course going to be the deciding factor, who's going to have, I think, the lead in the match, but not necessarily a win, you know. So, and endurance as well, for sure, will be tested.
At least 4 rounds, minimum 4 rounds.
So, I don't know how Sagov's endurance is. I was primarily watching his match with Sandris because I pulled with Sandris as well. And from what I saw, he was already getting a little bit tired after the first match, Actually, after the second match, he got really tired, I guess, and kind of, let's say, bloated up, you know. And
Sanders really didn't contest him inside.
yes,
the first
yes,
two.
and that's, you know, he didn't contest him inside, and still he got tired.
Yeah.
You know, and now I'm thinking, okay, if I contest him inside a little bit more, he might get totally gassed out in the first match, even if I lose the first match, and then the rest would be a little bit more easier to, you know, win.
Youth is on your side.
Yeah.
Is literally.
He's
like
15 years older than me.
15 years older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's 35 or 34 years old.
Yeah. So like you have all the time in the world. You just keep on getting better and world champion already at this age.
Yeah.
One of the few people, very exceptional person you are. Always exciting to see you. Like for me, this match, like it's like, because it can go both sides, and then it can be, one is just too much side pressure, one's bicep holds too, right? There's so many unknowns. I think it's just because of that factor, it's 50-50 match, right? I don't know which one, like, I would think that SAGOV might be stronger, but I might be wrong, right?
Yeah.
I would think you are faster, I might be wrong, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of people see it as a 50-50 match, but maybe for me and SAGOV, we have some, of course, different opinions. I think it's not so close.
Not so close.
In my opinion, yeah.
Okay.
In some factors, I mean, I wouldn't want to say now what percentage is in my head for me to win and him, because I would sound, I don't know, arrogant or something like that. But I think I'm more confident, of course, that I'm going to win. I don't think it's a 50-50 match.
Okay, nice to hear. Listen, there's also some other great matches on the card. The guy that is not fighting for the title will fight 105 kilos. That's Devin Larratt.
Yeah.
So eventually, most likely, one of you will face him later, right?
Yeah.
At 115 kilos, because I think that's more. Like you saw him now.
Yeah. He
cut
looks
the weight.
like a skeleton.
Just
Yeah, he looks super thin.
tendon and bones.
He
man.
looks unhealthy. I mean, that's because he cut a huge amount of weight in a short amount of time. But he looks. I hope he you know, fills up now for the match, because when I saw him before the weigh-ins, he looked really bad.
Yeah, he was pushing. It was 19 kilos. 19 kilos.
That's
in like a
crazy.
month. It is crazy.
That's
and
crazy.
he's like, Devin has never been like fat.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? It's
He's
not
always
like
been
you
lean.
and me. It's not like you and
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
We like when we cut, we have
Yeah, we
things
have
to cut,
something to cut
from.
Yeah. And I don't know what he got rid of. I guess
Bones.
water and
Bones.
a little bit of muscle. I don't know. Maybe if he shaved or 1 kilo off.
Yeah. So how do you rate his chances versus Petrenko?
It's difficult. Petrenko looks very good, and he had to cut like 1 kilo maybe,
yeah.
or half a
No,
kilo.
not cut at all.
Yeah.
Not eat,
Just not eat in the morning.
Yeah.
And it's difficult, honestly. I have Devin as the favorite, but I wouldn't be surprised if the match goes the other way and Petrenko takes it. But I think the endurance factor and experience is going to be on Devin's side, and that's why I think Devin might have the edge over Oleg. But he's as well amazing. I mean, his shape is incredible. Looks
Great
super
match.
strong. Yeah.
Great match. Listen,
Epic.
I'm looking forward for your match. Always a fan. You and SAGOV, I think it's going to be epic.
Yeah.
Epic clash. Like whatever scenario it goes, I think it cannot be boring. It cannot be just like wow, right? RINO MASIC, Ibrahim SAGOV for 150 in the heavyweight world title on the right arm. Don't miss it live on pay-per-view on East vs. West 15.